Mm.
Because it's... I'm gonna... Safety save, just because it's been a minute. Because it's been like nearly half an hour in that... So this is your seat. But they won't... Now, what's funny... So, hold on. You always make jokes about people not reading. Now, I will admit, this is kind of dumb, and people get stuck here, because this is your seat. But the game says you can explore the school. You can't actually do, like, classroom stuff in here. You do have to just find a door. And you can go around the school, and it just brings up a little map, and you jump to rooms. You can jump...
You're already in the...
No, I'm just making... Damn it. Part of that was kind of minuscule, but like, you can jump around, you can take classes and stuff, and a lot of people ignore the classes, but the classes are actually worth taking, because you do get some free shit for taking the classes. And what I love about the classes, though, is that they actually teach you a lot of Pokemon mechanics. Which would actually be the first time the school in a Pokemon game is actually super in-depth.
Okay, to be fair, the trainer school has...
Not like this!
I was gonna say, it has taught you shit before, but normally, all it will teach you about is very basic shit, like type effectiveness, stab, maybe. I think one game brought up abilities, and because it was the new Hotness Black and White talk about Dream World abilities, but fuck if they tell you how to get them!
This is also something I love about this game and this region and this setting, because that right there is just one of the coolest fucking things to me.
Right.
The one tall woman whose name escapes me, and the game pretty much sets this up. So, tons of Pokemon games kind of have this who is the champion, and sometimes it kind of becomes a plot twist who you fight at the end. In this game, the like tall lady, and while the game technically hasn't fully said it, she is champion, but...
Her description on the website said it, and they're talking about it right now.
Nimona is also champion, because it's a rank for trainers that are strong enough to earn it. This region has tons of people with the title champion. And I prefer that, because that makes way more logistical sense in Pokemon.
Or how Sword and Shield did it because of how the gyms were basically sports teams in that region.
Yeah, but there was one
chance. Because that would, because it's sports teams, it would be like the team that's the, like, champion of, like, a cup or something. It would be the people, that won, like, the Super Bowl or whatever.
Unlike a lot of people, and this is, like... Here's my controversial opinion, and I say controversial, but it's not really...
Victory Road.
No, that's the name of the story.
Yeah, I know that's the name of the story.
The champion story is Victory Road.
Huh.
It's...
I see what you did there.
The point! I actually like that this game is a lot more grounded and has less overall stakes, because I feel like we don't need elaborate, like...
As much as I love Gen 4, I'll admit we've kind of reached the spectacle or creep. Once we hit Madara trying to reset the universe, where do you go from there?
I like the more local, self-contained shit. Also, you can buy food and stuff in here, but I'm not here for that. Here for Jackass. Hey, Jackass. Yo, dipshit. I'll mess with some of the cameras and costumes later, because in the playthrough I'm not doing stupid shit with the profile picture. You can... I love this game with the profile pictures and stuff, though, but...
I brought it up, and, it will come up somewhere. The reason for... and this would be what's... I'm causing it. The reason for several characters and shit, moving at, half the frame rate or whatever sometimes. Some people would say that's the game running badly. No, what that is, I don't remember what the official name for this term is, but basically it's a thing where objects that are really out of view will basically be rendered at like a
Except the problem...
lower resolution and frame rate. The problem is, and it's funny because SMT5 had basically the same thing, this game, it seems like that, like, the depth, distance from the player you need for that seems to be fucking tiny.
Yes!
Which is the exact same problem SMT5 had.
Because people are riffing on this game because there are certain performance issues, and I'm not going to pretend like they're not...
Like I said, it's technically not a performance issue that, like...
No, this game just has performance issues.
I was just saying that specific thing isn't that. I'm not saying it doesn't have performance issues.
But a lot of the performance issues can be fixed by resetting the game and shit. And then... this, dun dun dun, your phone gets hacked by a mysterious hacker.
Yeah, it's a mysterious hacker. It's not like we ran into someone who was like really distant and quiet about themselves. I make a joke about that, but I actually don't know if it's her.
The actual answer to this is far fucking funnier.
I'm sure it actually is, but until we get the answer on who this is, I'm just going to make jokes about it being the one girl. Because again, I actually don't know. None of this is a bit.
I said this is Blind Run with an asterisk, where I just know a lot of dumb miscellaneous things. And this sets up the 3 stories. Because this game has 3 stories.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, buddy. You asshole. And then I can show off some classes.
Pooh.
Oh,
That's
Lord.
another thing I hate when people complain about. You people do realize, like, Red and Blue really didn't have that good of a story either.
But then people will do the thing, and I kind of get this, but this is just kind of nitpicky nonsense. Oh, but that's the first game. It has a right to be, like, awful. But then people say, after Black and White, the greatest story ever, it was only downhill.
Except, like, again, I kind of don't want to be that guy, but in a lot of ways, Black and White wasn't. Like, let's be honest, Gexus probably is the sort of most generically evil villain in the series. Like, Sean keeps making a joke, his plot in the sequel literally is the freeze ray.
Oh, okay, the plot wants me to go to the, like, headmaster office, but I can do biology and math and stuff. I want to do a couple of classes to earn...
Gotta erase those social links.
Okay, 1, actually, yes, kind of. But 2, you actually get items for this. And some people have said, you start doing these, you'll get, like, thunderstones and shit. And it's like, If you answer the questions correctly.
God, I remember when the trailers of, like, SMT5 focused on the school, and everyone thought that, like, a Persona was, like, creeping into mainline SMT, and they were all fear-mongering it, but then the school does fucking nothing. Like, you literally start there, go back once in the plot, and then literally never again. And What?
Okay, I went with my... His question was, can anyone tell me when it's not okay to have a Pokemon follow behind you? The correct answer, inside buildings. You see, because in the old games, they all... No, can they justify it with Pokemon might break things? But if you've played enough older Pokemon, that's actually funny, because games that have follow mechanics, it always disables inside of buildings.
Also, how are you gonna fit a Groudon inside an office building?
Okay, Groudon's only like 12 feet?
That would still basically be touching like the ceiling of most rooms.
He teaches mechanics, but if you get the question right, you get some bonus items and stuff as you do these. I'm not gonna sit here, like, I'm probably gonna do at least the level 1 classes, and we'll just try to come back here periodically.
Not just very easy and social. Like,
yeah, because biology too. Hold on. I will come back for a lot of these. I'm just doing the basic ones. At least the level 1.
Gotta raise your intelligence so you're smart so you're smart enough to do social link. I think it was Nakaho. I think that was her name.
Oh, yeah, the first class, because it's super, super basic. Like, water strong against fire. Water gun hits a fire type Pokemon. Oh, it's math. She asked, what would happen if a water type move hit a fire type? Super effective damage is a flat rate double multiplier, ignoring the concept of items, moves, and abilities, so for the sake of that...
I believe double is the correct
No,
answer.
it wouldn't be half, that's a resist, change is neutral, double is super effective.
Yeah.
Easy. I can actually use these and explain Pokemon. Now, a lot of... Yeah, let's see. I might do the 1 and 2 for every class, because I think, hold on. There was a class, and I think it's, Math 2 or, like, Biology 2. There's a specifically, I wanted to comment on something, and I think it's in the Math 2, but I'm
pretty sure it would be Math 2.
Well, I'm going to do Battle Studies. Might just do the 1 and the 2 then. These are important. Even though people will always ignore these, but the better you do in these classes, you actually get items and stuff. And I've heard some people say, as they finished up classes, they were just handed a crap ton of, like, Terra Shards and shit.
Internet's gonna like you.
Mm-hmm. My age? 25!
Yep, Internet's gonna like you.
My hobby? Working out? My type? Well... strong and muscular fighting types, of course.
Machamp is the peak of male performance. You might not like it, but it's true.
You see, if he was the peak of male informants, that means an entirely different thing.
No, never mind. Internet's not gonna like her. She's wearing shoes. Because everyone kept making... It was B was the one...
She's a fighting trainer. Her name is B. It's in Sword and Shield. She has no shoes because it's that one Japanese style of fighting, but her walking sound is this squishy noise. She has foot squish. Specifically her. I love... This makes me so happy. I'll be talking about power type and category. They actually explain the physical special split. Question coming. 2 categories that attack moves can fall under. What are they known as?
Physical and special.
Light and dark. Yeah. Moves you love and moves you hate. It's physical moves and special moves.
Yeah. I have a question for you. What does it feel like to be hit by Metachamp's high jump kick? Wait, what? The Machamp just fucking rider kicks you.
Damn it. Don't do that when I'm drinking.
Well, you're dying my playthrough now.
Joke's on you, bitch. You're gonna have to figure out my computer passwords and work out my editing. Damn it, good luck finding my Vegas editing files mixed in with all the porn.
Just go after the thing.
No, I can't curse him. No, seriously, hold on. I'm not doing this for a bit. I was taking a drink. I'm choking. Okay, it's like, joking aside, normally because you have pure power, that doubles physical, so like straight out, Machamp is usually a phenomenally better physical attacker, but its special attack is alright. I mean, so we'll continue. I did die like a minute ago, but I got better. Physical and special, they actually mention it. You can ignore the classes, but this justifies me getting attacked in so many streams.
You can ignore the classes, just like any college student.
Yeah, it's stat. I knew this, but yes. Oh, I'm so happy. A Pokemon game actually said that. Oh, actually, which reminds me of something. We can't... In both playthroughs, and I'm probably going to do at least the second of every class, because I'm pretty sure those get slightly more advanced. I wanted to comment on something, but I do need to take a minute. I actually have a good example. We were talking about the physical and the special. The game talked about physical and special. No. This is what I wanted. So, that blast-looking icon, physical attack. That means it's using your attack stat. This is a status category move that basically encompasses literally every move that is neither a physical or special attack all get mixed in here, and that is a mixed bag of buffing moves, debuffing moves. Oh, I rolled too many. I can literally use it here. Yeah, no. I keep misclicking, goddammit. I meant... Perfect example.
No, just think of it as non-damaging moves.
Crap. Hold on. Trying to roll through my... That's what, yeah. No, it's all non-damage, and more importantly, to that circle thing, that means special. Like, the icons are here, and then you have an attack stat and a special attack. And we showed it off, and Jolly's a really good example here. The red arrow means up at the cost of the blue arrow, and it's a 10%. So this is 10% more speed for the cost of 10% of special attack growth. But this thing ends up a physical attacker, so Jolly is more than good. We'll do the second of every class, and then I'll move on with the plot. I know my stuff when it comes to Pokemon, and I'm not even saying to sit here and truly min-max, but Pokemon have stats, and I've got yelled at by so many people that are like, dude, it's like a game for stupid babies. You don't have to care about... Just because you ignore the stats doesn't mean they're not there. Try to pay attention to the question. Should be able to generally answer these, but some of the questions are a little bit weird. It's eggs. Easy. It's not clear where the eggs come from.
They're just leaning into the meme at this point.
As everyone said, because of how eggs actually work in a real world sense, your Pokemon are getting down and dirty at those picnics.
I was going to make a joke about a stork, but is there a stork Pokemon?
It's funny you asked that in this generation. I was about to say no, and then, oh wait, Bombardier. Bombardier is technically a stork.
You should probably save.
I'm doing it just in case. Because it has been a while.
I'm waiting for the moment I'm waiting for the moment I'm like, you should save. You save, then the game immediately crashes.
Oh, yeah, good. I got rid of all my classes. It was 2 apiece at this moment. And then you can revisit a class to redo answers and stuff, so that's... Math 2, this is the one. And then the other battle one, because I had a stream... I was hanging out in a stream, and they were doing Math 2. And someone in the comments got so butthurt over Math 2 and got super pissed off. And I wanted to talk about this because...
Yeah, you enjoy shopping.
Yes.
Online.
Yeah.
This should be... Yeah. Use of shopping.
Teach you about math. Yep, this is it.
Oh boy.
It was... Pokeballs are one of the many useful items you can find. Now, I know this fact, and the streamer got this wrong, and a lot of people get this wrong, and the one person getting it wrong was super butthurt. It was... You had, like... Pokeballs are 200 apiece, and you have 2,000... Basically, most people just call the money Poke-Yen. It's based on yen. You have the 2,000. How many Pokeballs would you receive? It's 11. And if...
Just answer 11 and let the game explain.
Yeah, because I actually know why it's 11, and we'll get on to the butthurt. That's correct. You can afford to purchase a maximum of 10 Pokeballs. However, if you purchase 10 or more of any Pokeball, you get a Premier Ball as a special bonus. And so it is, in fact, 11. And the one guy in the stream, not the streamer, the commenter was like, dude, this wasn't a mechanic in previous Pokemon games. This question is bullshit. Why would they do this? This is so fucking stupid. How was I supposed to know that?
I will admit that is kind of a troll answer.
No, but it's accurate.
I'm not saying he's not accurate, but it is kind of a dick move.
That's been done for so many generations. It was just ingrained to me that it's 11. I didn't think that was weird. Because not all Pokemon games did that, but they've been doing that for years.
Because the Premier Ball is just a regular Pokeball.
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, what is your opinion on this one math class? Like I was saying in the part, I was in a stream and someone in the chat basically started going on a tirade about how bullshit that specific math class question was. The logic they used was basically, if you played Pokemon before Premier Balls were a mechanic, that you would more than likely answer 10 and then get the question wrong. And their tirade was basically this. They said, how would I have ever known that Premier Balls existed if I basically played through the game and jumped right into this specific class early on? They said you would only know that if you kept playing the game and ended up buying enough Pokeballs to get a bonus Premier Ball. And they basically asked when Premier Balls were introduced as a mechanic, because they said, when I played Pokemon, this was not a thing. And I do understand the logic here, and I'm not trying to make fun of you if you are listening to this, but I feel like you got incredibly flustered for no reason. Yes, the question is a little bit tricky, and it is based on a modern mechanical change that happened several generations ago, but turning his chat into a small miniature rant because you specifically did not know that Premier Balls existed, I think is a bit silly. I feel like you getting flustered and angry that Premier Balls were a mechanic, it came off like you were mad that you were wrong, but I do get your frustration with being wrong because you didn't know that they had introduced the mechanic of getting a Premier Ball for buying at least 10 Pokeballs. So I do get where you are coming from, and I really don't want to sound like an ass. I just found the whole situation funny because in my mind, I knew Premier Balls were a mechanic, so subconsciously 11 being correct is not that weird, but I will admit that's because I have played Pokemon for several generations now. I basically got into Pokemon seriously in Gen 4, and Gen 4 is when a lot of the major mechanical changes happened. So I have basically been aware of subtle things for years because I basically played every mainline entry from Gen 4 to now. Anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.